Hey everybody, this is Shawn Powell. We'll talk about Press One Cash. I covered it in the last few videos, pretty much a presentation talking about this and that. This one's going to be a little bit more about what I would suggest someone who has signed up at Press One Cash, what they should be doing on a regular basis to keep the ball rolling. And I'm just going to kind of openly kind of wing this and let what I'm doing on a regular basis to get commissions. Just about daily or almost every day since I really started coming back, working on Press One Cash for the last week or so. Right now at at PayPal, I had a gentleman pay yesterday $193.90. It took me $6.10 out of the 200, and that's the normal rate for for PayPal. Now I'm going to show you this real quick. I'm going to transfer the money to my bank account. I do this as quick as I can. The reason I do this at PayPal is though I've had PayPal for years and years and years and I've never had any issues, PayPal is way more powerful than it should be. I could wake up, after making thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars with PayPal, I could wake up tomorrow morning and saying my account shut down. Anything could happen. So I would highly suggest if you're going to use PayPal or any merchant, don't let the money just sit there and build up. I know a lot of times it looks good for you to have, $5,000 and, oh, I'm going to send this to my bank, blah, blah, blah. But to be perfectly honest, y'all, you don't want to get caught with PayPal with your pants down in case something does happen. Now, what I've said when I've said in the past in a couple of videos, what I have learned is people that have their PayPal accounts shut down, they do online business. They're not normally people who are brand new to online business. They're usually people who have jumped from business to business to business, and what happens is once they jump from business to business, they might find that they were in a business that even though it might be legit, still running a day or whatever, that PayPal personally put a red flag beside it. And even though they're not getting paid from it today, that it winds up saying, okay, you were part of this business, you took some commissions from it, it's a red flag, so we're going to shut you down. That could have been 3 years ago, or even something like that. So people who have tendency to jump from business to business to business really has usually a broader possibility of having PayPal have issues. There's a lot of strength in not jumping from business to business to business, in my opinion, not just for PayPal, but for other reasons. And another thing that's going to kind of help me bring up another topic as well. So many people join a business that they love, and because a lot of times what they'll wind up doing is they'll wind up, let's see here, I got to transfer here. Give me 2 seconds, y'all. Okay, there we go. $193.90. And while I'm, before I get started right here, this is my little boy's jacket. I got this thing for him from off the line, and it came in, and this thing is so sweet. I might have to get me one. But it's crazy. My little boy's 12 years old, and I can actually wear his stuff. He's getting that tall, and on top of that, actually wear the same size shoe. It's absolutely incredible. I love my little boy to death. Okay, y'all. So I just sent the 193. What I was going to talk about was the fact that have you ever seen people who sign up to a business, they're really excited about it, after about a week or two, they're going through all the training. It might be a lot of training that might be necessary or whatever, that comes with a package, and they spread themselves really thin, and next thing you know, they start to lose excitement, enthusiasm. They haven't gotten out to anybody. To me, this married time, this honeymoon time, maybe we should call it that, to me, it winds up being one of the sweetest times to really get out to people because you're excited about something. And excitement and enthusiasm, y'all, can do an awful lot for you. As a matter of fact, often excitement and enthusiasm is exactly what can bring people in. They will hear you and can sense that you're excited about something, and they don't even know what the business is yet, and it doesn't even matter. They're willing to follow you because they can tell that you believe in something and you're excited about it. Now, if you have got your head in the books the entire time and you're just going through everything, trying to learn how to do email marketing, how to do this, it's 10 things that you're trying to do, and you really haven't gotten out to anybody. You might have tried this while you were learning this or something, but then you came over here. You haven't really polished yourself in any one direction to where you're focusing and applying action on a regular basis, right? So the chances of you collecting and getting people in is going to be very slim. So in my opinion, what happens is you've taken a business that's absolutely nothing wrong with it, and now you've lost excitement and enthusiasm, and you start to think that there's something wrong with the business, or why is it not working, or whatever. And then bam, here's this new business that it seems a lot of hyped up and stuff like that. So I need to get that. I need to be in that business. This is where the money's at. I'm in the wrong one. There's nothing wrong with the business that you're doing now. If you believed in it enough to sign up, then quit jumping from business to business to business. Because to be perfectly honest, what business you pick is not as important as what you think about the business. Because it's going to be you that people are connecting with. It's going to be you that they're joining. So you don't have to go. I don't even think it's really possible for me to be excited about 10 different businesses at the same time. Now, I know some leaders sit there and say, you want to, diversify your income, have several means coming in. If something happened to this one, you don't want just one cash cow and that's all you got. Well, I understand that too. But at the same time, I'm not expecting to, it's like, to me, it's almost like if I was dating someone, I'm not expecting to fall in love with 10 girls at the same time. You see what I'm saying? It's just not likely that you're going to be attracted to all these businesses that way. Now, for me personally, and if you've probably heard me before, if you've watched my videos, I don't care if there is a lot of money being made from a company or a business that's out and hyped up. To me, I already know if I join a business, I'm going to make money. I'm going to blow the freaking doors off of it because I'm going to put the effort and the work in. I'm going to build credibility for myself at YouTube or whatever it is. And see, what you don't understand is, here's how many videos have I made for Press One Cash, right? You see all these videos I've made out here for Press One Cash, right? I can't make 100 videos for a business that I don't believe in. It doesn't work that way, to be honest. People can sense it. They can see right through you. They're going to tell you, hey, you're just after the money. That's all you're doing. Out of the years right now, y'all, what you think about this? February of 2015, I came into Power Lead Systems, right? That's how we make our landing pages. This is our sales funnels. This is where I get our share codes. This is the backbone to every business that I believe in. And that's what Power Lead Systems is to me. I get paid every Wednesday because people that have signed up underneath me because of a primary business. I don't push Power Lead Systems by itself. I want to show you something, y'all. Let me show you. This is a prime example right here. Give me 2 seconds here, okay? This was my last post yesterday. And this is me telling I just made 2 gold members, right? This is $20 a month every month, residual income that I'm making with Power Lead Systems. Yesterday, let me click so you see a little better. This is me making a $200 commission from Press One Cash, right? And I should have deleted that PayPal quarterly thing. But anyhow, you see the point. But so between 4 o'clock and 8 o'clock yesterday, I got 2 new gold members, and I got a new $200 commission inside of Press One Cash. Where did those 2 gold members come from? They came from my primary sales funnel. This one, right? And because of that, I'm trying to hide my phone so it quit vibrating. And because of it, I'm getting members in on a regular basis. I think I've gotten like 10 in the last week and a half new gold members into Power Lead Systems because of a primary business, a share code that I'm using that is for another business. Yet in these share codes, we always have Power Lead Systems, right? In online business, you get paid for the answers and the tools. That's what you get paid for. You get paid for giving people the answers. You get paid for people giving you the tools. And to be honest, they're attracted to you because you believe in something. And you're giving yourself someone to connect with. It's you. You're the biggest PR guy to ever be in your business. Yet so many people want to hide. Oh, they can't see me. I hope I get rich, kind of thing. And it's you're shooting yourself in the foot. And a lot of this is you're not getting over your hangups. And if you've heard me say this so many times because it is the answer. It really is. If in a lot of my videos, I restate this stuff because let's say if I was doing a video on, you're trying to drive your car, but your windshield's dirty. Well, the answer is easy. You got to clean your windshield. That's it. And I don't see a need for me to come out and say, oh, y'all, look, I found some new underground, blah, 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 and I'm starting to, just join me now and then do this. When honestly, it all goes back to people join people. And, I've got the highest ratio in this business. I've had the highest ratio out of the entire company for businesses that have hundreds of thousands of people that signed up underneath it. And how do I get those ridiculous ratios of people who don't even know who I am? People who have never heard of me prior to just randomly picking a Press One Cash video, yet they give me a call saying they're ready to get in. Ready to get in. Y'all, let me show you. I woke up this morning to this young lady who was ready to sign up for Press One Cash right here, right? So I should have made another $200. She was able to pay the $97, but she had something happen. I think she didn't quite have enough funds, to be honest, inside of the card she was trying to use to cover all 300, and that's fine, y'all. I mean, that's no problem. But this morning would have been another $200 day. Now think about this, y'all. I mean, this week alone, the fourth isn't even 7. It's not even a week yet. 200, 400, 600. That would be another 800. Plus, I made one with Cash App, so that's another $1,000 week with just Press One Cash, not including what I'm making with the gold members, plus my team, income I'm making from Power Lead Systems, plus Udemy. And if you see my videos, I've shown you that on a regular basis, about once a week, I make about $100 from people who are doing paid advertising, and because they signed up underneath me, where in my sales funnels for the last few years, has always got that step 3 is Udemy right here, right? To be honest, I'm just doing a better job at doing what I'm supposed to do with clarity than a lot of people do. I take out I'm not going to waste my time. When I'm applying action, it's going to be for getting seen and getting heard and joining businesses that I believe in and then just letting go. Even this video here, you can tell I ain't scripted nothing. There's no way I can script this, right? Yet, that's the magic, and that's what people are lacking. And it becomes to a point where people really want to connect with someone like that than anything else. And the sad part is anybody can be this person. What is this person? Someone that joins something they believe in, that applies action so they learn. They learn by applying action. Y'all, I mess up all the time. I try things that don't work. I really do. I do try things, those what if thoughts inside of my mind, and say, I wonder what happened if I did this. Well, but if I try those what ifs and it didn't work, it's not like I quit. That'd be the dumbest thing in the world. The business is still great. I just tried something that didn't work. And the best part is I learned from it. If I tried something that don't work, great. I probably learned something as valuable, if not more valuable, than if it did work. You ever seen that before? And the ones who have been in businesses that you got bit in the tail, y'all, and you got burnt, believe me, you don't think he ain't got burnt? You don't think I've gotten burnt? And it sucks. A lot of times you wind up having bad owners that make terrible decisions. Sometimes it's not the business. It's, in the United States, there's a couple of businesses, style and forms that you don't need to be part of. Yet in another part of the world, they're killing it, and don't have any issues. So again, you learn to become smarter, and you learn by everything that happens. I've shaped myself to be who I am now because of the good and the bad that's happened in online business. Why am I crazy about one-up systems, y'all? I mean, I pure can get giddy if I'm watching this video. Let me show you which one. This one right here, this 10-minute, 55-second video for Press One Cash. And the very first time I learned that it is a one-up system, man, that's like Christmas. I was like, seriously? A $200 immediately paid. However, I picked to get paid. However, I want to get paid, and this is what I do. So I come in here and try to make something kind of clean. I give people PayPal, debit or credit card, Cash App, Google Pay, and I can take money orders. I can take cashier's check. I can take Western Union. Well, whatever we got to do, right, to help these people get paid. Just like the lady earlier, she was ready to get in. Something happened. That's fine, man. I'm not going to freak out over it or something. She'll get in soon enough. And when she does, I'm going to congratulate her and put it in her Facebook group, and we'll all be smiling from ear to ear, right? The thing is, when I realized that it was a one-up system, here in the United States, one-up systems are not a problem because a one-up system does have real tools. They've got absolute real tools. Access Elite, y'all, it's a beast. You might hear me talking about Press One Cash right now. It's a hot item right now, and I enjoy these $200 commissions, and I love that one-up that I can put, for my people. But y'all, I will tell you, if Access Elite today changed one element, just one element, that I could put in the first member for you, because see, in Press One Access Elite, the first one goes to you, the second one's a pass up. And because of that format, it doesn't work. I cannot put someone in underneath you. Secondly, there's the $500 level, the $250 level, the $100 level. And so if I was to sign somebody up and then that $100 went to you and you paid $1,000, you're going to be like, well, why didn't I get $1,000? So there are elements that kind of slow me down for doing marketing the way I would like, but it's nothing against the system. It's just it makes me excited when I find a one-up system like this that I could put the first member in because it's the first member's a pass up. You see what I'm saying? And then I can go being myself, making myself stand out, being different from everybody else, because that's one of the biggest things you can do in any business is take what's there, look around, observe the masses, and do the opposite. Do something that makes you stand out a little bit. What makes me stand out differently? Well, in YouTube world, I'm the only one that's got this little frame around me, right? See the little box with this across the top, that across the bottom, and I'm the only one that's even doing something like that. That's just an idea I had, those what ifs, right? Well, it really seemed to work for me. So I decided to keep it with it. The very first one I ever done was for Power Lead Systems years and years ago when I started making YouTube videos more and more on a regular basis. So to me, those what ifs kind of come into play. Secondly, the fact that I put the first member in for you, I'm the only cat doing that at Press One Cash. So again, it makes me stand out. On top of that, all the people who are in Press One Cash that don't have a polished sales funnel like this. You see what I'm saying? So in my opinion, it becomes, I am so far from on the right compared to someone who's on the left who is just in Press One Cash and that's it. Now I hope them the best, I really do, but they really aren't adding anything to make them stand out. So if you got apples from apples in comparison, well, here I am. I'm kind of like heads and shoulders above them, and I'm just telling you the reality of it, y'all. You want to make yourself stand out. What do you got to give that's going to make you stand out from anyone else? I hadn't even mentioned our Facebook group. 600 members from Press One Cash sitting inside of it. See? So, and then our private messenger booster, things of that nature. The fact that I take my proofs of income, I put it, I'll take this and put it inside the Facebook group so that people can use it. Let me see if I can't show you one of those real quick. This is me congratulating one of the gold members I had recently. This is Mr. Maurice Grayson coming in to Press One Cash yesterday. Here's a write-up I wrote. I know it just looks like me and my cars, but really it's covering something pretty powerful, talking about sacrifice and stuff of that nature. When I was a kid, y'all, I was like a lot of guys. I didn't have no responsibilities. At that moment, I might have had a girlfriend. I can't remember, but I wasn't married. I had rent for a house, and that was it. I didn't have a little boy yet or anything like that. So I was a young kid working in a restaurant, working a lot of hours. And so I didn't make a lot of money, but, I was enough to pay the bills. But it wasn't, it was inching ahead every month from where I was the month before is basically what it amounted to, right? Well, I love sports cars, and what I would do is I would love to figure out how I wanted to do something. Same with online business or whatever. So what I did was I looked up the car that I wanted, hitting bargain traders like left and right, and I finally found the one I wanted, right? But I had already hit so many forums and so many sites that had a thousand or 2,000 pictures from different members that had Camaros, right? So I was like, so I wanted a 6-speed SS Camaro. I knew that. The top was green. I didn't like that, so I wanted to paint the top black. And then I wanted the car to be custom painted Deep Hunter metallic green. So I had all this in my mind before I even got the car yet. Then I knew I wanted a Wings West body kit, right? So let me show you. So I knew I wanted a body kit to go for this. This is my Jaguar right now, but I still got this car, y'all. I knew I wanted this in the front with a grill. I knew I wanted the headlight covers, and I wanted the chrome dip Z06 Corvette rims, right? Y'all, for someone like me at that time, I really could not afford to go spending, this much money for the Wings West body kit, this much money for the custom paint job, this much money for the custom tail fin, the blackouts, this little 5.7 emblem, all the chromed out everything and stuff like that. The DVD player went on the inside. A lot of motor work I did to it, and the rims alone were $1,000, not including the tires, right? Well, I sacrificed because I wanted something so bad that I'd looked at that page for a whole day. I remember when I was going to buy these rims right here, right? And I was like, this is really going to change this car a lot. It's going to make it look like what I wanted to. And while I was wanting it, at the same time, I was sitting there thinking to myself, this is going to make me really tight. Might even go in the hole a little bit. But now looking back, this car is still in my yard right now, right? I want you to think about this. What do you think that car is worth to me? To me, it's more than just a car because I built something that I really wanted, and that means a lot to me. I built what I had, I was passionate about the cars at the time as a kid, and that meant something to me. So, do you think that I really remember that 1 month that the bills were tight? Or maybe the 2 months because I got the ground effects 1 month and then I did the rims the next month. No, you don't remember, and to be honest, y'all, I remember having to drink Kool-Aid now and all the ramen noodles. That's the first time I was really introduced to ramen noodles. You always hear people say that, right? Well, financially, that was the first time for me. And, to be honest, I look back now and I'm so proud of myself for sacrificing, and that car is always going to be part of my, something I did. It's going to be with me for years and years, maybe the rest of my life. Something that I fixed up for myself at a time where I really couldn't afford it, and how proud I was of myself to do it. And I got so many compliments. I still do on this car. You'd be surprised, right? And if you think about it, that 1 month that I struggled, it was worth it. What I got out of it is worth so much more. And though I used a car to get my point across as a kid, I wanted people to know that in online business, that sometimes you do have to sacrifice, y'all. You do. In my case, when I first started online business, it wasn't a financial sacrifice. Not really. I did restaurants for 26 years. I was making pretty good money. My problem was, this is my problem right here, was my little boy was not being able to stay in his own house for half the week. Because every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, just 3 days of the week, I worked a lot more. I was working over 40 hours every 3 days. Those are 14-hour shifts every day for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Plus, for the rest of the week, I was working about 65 hours a week, right? By being a single full-time dad, I still came home and made it work in online business. And I got free from a job in 6 months. And I didn't do paid advertising. How did I do that, y'all? Well, if you remember it, I just told you a few minutes ago. You want to pick one way to get out to people, and you want to master one way of getting out to people and give them someone to connect with. So when I was posting on Facebook, things like this, talking about, and really it kind of connects me with the people itself. with, you know, a picture of me and my little boy, and just letting go, people were getting someone to connect with. This is before I even started YouTube, right? I was getting anywhere from 60 to 100 plus leads a day, posting in work for home opportunities, work at home opportunities, and stuff of that nature. And, you know, I just mastered that one way of getting out to people. When I was number one in the business particular, and when I wound up leaving that business, I had seen guys that ran with YouTube that did an extremely well job. Even though I was number one on the leaderboard, and I stayed that way for months when I was in that business, when I left, I was still a one-trick pony, and I wanted to learn how to do YouTube. And, you know, the weird part was, y'all, I already knew the answers. Already did. I learned by applying action to Facebook, and I got free. This is not an S3 phone, y'all, but I got free with an old S3 phone, and I kept that phone for years because it worked. You know, I mean, everybody else had walked away from using old S3 phones and stuff like that, you know, but I was still using it because I had everything set up on my phone to make money, you know, and it was almost kind of contradictive that I was using some, you know, phone that was outdated and was still getting out to people on Facebook with copy and paste, answering people, having a system that worked for me. And I've got all that on YouTube if you ever want to check that out. Just type in Shawn Powell Facebook, you know, or something like that. You're going to see some stuff I'm on. So that's a different kind of training for sure. But, you know, when I hit YouTube, it was still the same thing. It was observe the masses, do something a little bit opposite, you know, make yourself stand out, give them someone to connect with, join businesses that you believe in, and get over your hangups and just let go. And, you know, I've said this before, y'all, but whatever is keeping you from making it, whatever it is whatever's stopping you from getting out and getting seen is exactly what's going to keep you from making it. That's just reality to it. So whatever those, well, not right now. You know, I think I'm gonna wait on later on this evening. Then this doesn't happen. And you know, everybody in online business has those moments. They have them days, y'all. You know, as much as I love making YouTube videos, I had to take a break a little while because I get burned out. The video making's not that hard. Editing the videos a lot of times is what really kind of brings me down. You know, after if I'm using Press One Cash, the system is so simple, and that's a great thing that I kind of need to spice it up a little bit. So while I'm doing this, I might have this pop up or this, and might have to show some proof of income. And of course, it's all reality, it's real. But if it wasn't there, it would be a little bit more of a bland video. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of important to me. Some businesses I've done where every hour I get paid or something like that, and I can, you know, I can just literally say, hey, check this out, y'all, and click that and refresh, and bam, I just made $60, $70 or whatever, you know, in those. So some businesses can be a little bit easier and more exciting to some degree, and it doesn't require me to do a lot of, you know, editing and adding this and that stuff too. So that's just more of a personal thing. You know, when I look at a video, there's at least a certain amount of quality I like to try to, you know, portray and put in it, and that's just me personally. Let's see here. Press One Cash On, it really kind of surprised me. I was not expecting it to take off as well as it did. I knew I was going to do well. It's just it overwhelmed me. When I first started making YouTube videos, I wound up putting, let's see here. I'll show you the videos that I did. This is my very first one right here. This was the second, third, and fourth. Okay, this was 5 months ago, right? So these 4 videos right here is what I started off with. Now, to be honest, I was getting hit so hard by people calling, messaging, YouTube, Facebook, and people telling me they're ready to get in. I was averaging 600 to 1,200 a day from just Press One Cash, not including Power Lead System sales or Udemy sales that were coming in, or Access Elite sales. When I came into this, I still made $6,000 in Access Elite, and this is what you're looking at right here. These are some of the proofs of income that I posted across the bottom, showing you the kind of income I was making at that moment for Access Elite. So I wasn't really needing another business. Access Elite was rolling. I loved the business. You know, and if you really want to know what I was doing, you know, Access Elite, go to this video right here. I made this 2 months ago. It says 400 views. It's probably got a little more than that. It kind of rounds them off. And this is, but check out that video right here, y'all, and you'll see how much I really, what I really feel about Exodus Elite for sure. Matter of fact, I had to edit it down because of how much I was bragging about it. But when I realized inside of Press One Cash that this was a $200 system, that's a pretty good pop if you're getting popped a lot with people coming in. And on top of that, we had such a great sales funnel that I did not have to go and make. Usually, I've got to make my own sales funnel. Usually, I've got to, and that takes 3 weeks to a month, and maybe farther than that, where I wind up changing this or stuff like that. And if there's any updates in the business and it changes things, and I got to go back and it winds up, it becomes a decent amount of effort. Just to keep a sales funnel up and going. That's a really good share code, for you and your team. And there's a lot of benefits of doing that, and Power Lead Systems has always allowed me to brand myself doing that. It's priceless, I grant you. Coming into Press One Cash, and Frank already having this thing knocked out with a 10-minute video. It's a yes or no video that knocked it out of the park, followed by step 1 was nothing but Press One Cash. Step 2 is Power Lead Systems, where he's literally telling you how important it's been. Y'all, I can't preach it clearer. I may even preach it more than Frank, to be honest, about how priceless Power Lead Systems has been to me and my little boy, and me having freedom every day. If I wanted to go right now in 2 hours and go eat my little boy at lunch, I can do that any day of the week. And, I don't even take this stuff for granted. I really don't, because I know there was never a day that I could have done that while I was working 65 hours a week. And even the field trips with my little boy and stuff like that, y'all, that to me is like heaven in my mind. I mean, after you work so many hours, that I remember going to family get-togethers, that we had, that I couldn't go for so many years, that my family quit even telling me about it. Now that's messed up. That is messed up when your family don't even let you know that you got a family get-together because you're working too many hours. And, as soon as I got free from a job, man, I swear to you, I've said this before, I was riding my lawnmower, the sky was beautiful, it was blue, it was white. I remember having so many day offs that it was rainy and ugly, and me and my little boy couldn't go and do what we wanted to do. And for 2 weeks in a row, it would happen like that. And 2 or 3 weeks, and you just wind up like, man, this is a bunch of crap here. This is terrible. And I remember I was sitting there riding my lawnmower, man, and I loved doing my yard. I really do. I like doing landscaping in my yard and stuff. And my mower had sit in the garage for 4 years because I had worked too many hours that on my days off, it wasn't worth it for me to waste my day when me and my little boy could go to, to Chuck E. Cheese or, the water park or whatever we were going to do. I just didn't want to waste that time because my little boy was small. I really valued our time together. But that day I was out there, and I'd gotten free from a job, y'all. I'd been home for maybe a week, maybe a month. I don't even know how long it was. It was a while. But when I came home, after 26 years, I had such a hard work ethic still in my mind that what I did was, when I came home, I still worked my tail off, just like I was working 65 hours a week in a restaurant, except it felt so much better here, right? I had just disciplined myself, and I made a lot of money because of that pure getting out and, working my tail off and excitement that I had. So it was good that I did that. But when I got out on that mower, y'all, and I was cutting grass, and I had some shorts on, and I know I've said this before, I don't think I had a shirt on, and I had a wet towel around my neck, and I mean, I looked like a scarf or something that was just soaking wet, just trickling down. And I remember taking deep breaths and kept looking up at the sky, man. I hadn't even had time to look at the sky in so long like that, with just my freedom and free time, and everything's quiet. And I remember the cars going by. It's like everything slows down. It's hard to believe that I have missed years and years of my life working, sometimes 90 plus hours a week in restaurants. And after all that time, though, the most money I ever had in the bank was $15,000 ever. you know, years and years, man. Well, my little boy can't stay in his own house. And, when I understand how simple it can be when you find the right business and you learn and understand that letting go, y'all, and giving people someone to connect with and just being sincere is the answer. And that's exactly what people don't get. They try to hide. They think they got to be some kind of big guru or something. But to be honest, you know what a guru is most of the time, I know there's some bad ones out there, bad representations of, whatever a guru is. But a guru often, y'all, is just someone who applied a lot of action, gotten to where they needed it and wanted it more than anything else. And they didn't care what anybody thought anymore. And they just hounded away and figuring out and without letting themselves be denied. They weren't going to quit no matter what. To me, that's what a guru is. Someone that believes in something, applies action. Um, that's it. You know, and because when you think of somebody that that's made it in online business, how do you know they made it? It's because they branded themselves. And there's nothing bigger that you can ever do for yourself than to brand you into online business and into businesses itself. There's nothing better you can do. And a lot of times that's what, and they portray a guru when you see somebody just because they got a sales funnel or this and that, and they've seen them for the first time. That's how it comes across. But really, honestly, all they're doing is branding themselves, and they try to make the sales funnels better and better and better because my first sales funnel, y'all, I made in Power Lead Systems. It was ugly. It really was. But I had like a 13-minute video that was just pure heart, man. And I was excited, and I was making really good money, and people could sense it that I was just, man, this boy's on fire. And I want you to see this, y'all. The very first comment I put right here. I want you to read this or see what. There is nothing more beautiful to me in the online business world than to see someone that is on fire inside. That video was on fire. When I got up, there's been some videos I've done that when I got up, I stood up and I was like, man, I knocked it out the park. You can feel it. I pure got excited because I knew that this video was real. People were going to sense it. And if I put that in a sales funnel, this thing's going to roll. Your message is way more important than what software you're using to do videos. It's more important than what your sales funnel looks like, to be honest. You don't want to butt ugly one the best you can, but at the same time, I made six-figure income the first time off of the most plain Jane looking sales funnel you could ever see. And that's the honest truth. Now, I may title this for Access Elite, Power Lead Systems, and Press One Cash because those are my three businesses I do. And I really didn't cover any one business. I just wanted everybody to know, maybe the right kind of mindset that needs to be inside of doing online business. I cannot stress to you how important finding a business that clicks with you, that you're excited about, and running with it. And don't try, even if it's a business about training, Power Lead Systems. I told somebody last night, a guy, Chris, I've known for a while. He does pizzas. Matter of fact, I did pizzas for 13 years. So we talked about that quite a bit yesterday. But I told him yesterday, the best way to treat Power Lead Systems is as if it was a dictionary. Because there are parts that I've never done. I've never made a blog. There's training that I just didn't see necessary for me. Yet here I was making six-figure income with the sales funnels that I had created. So in my opinion, use Power Lead Systems or any systems that you're using, or business or whatever, for what you need it for. And so what I need to learn how to make share codes. I'll first learn how to make my own sales funnels. I need to know how to make buttons. I need to know how to, connect pages to this and this. Simple stuff, y'all. I needed to know how to put a video in. I need to know how to change the background, and maybe how to put up a banner. That's what my first sales funnel was. It was just as simple as it could be, right? After I went to that, I wound up going to, now I need to make something for my team because my team wanted to use my sales funnel. It was working like crazy, right? So why not make a share code? So I had to learn how to make a share code. Then I had to learn how to make my own email campaigns that will go to the pages correctly. So in other words, I used what I needed for what I needed it for with Power Lead Systems, and I put Power Lead Systems in everything I did so that people can sign up and use their own tools, and I'd get paid for that. And but at the same time, if I needed to learn how to do paid advertising, or if I needed to learn how to do this or whatever, it would be the exact same way. I don't read to read an entire dictionary just to learn what one little bit I needed to know. So that's what I told him, that's how I use Power Lead Systems. That's exactly how I used Exis Elite. There's things in Exis Elite I've been with since 2016. No, I did not sit down and read every bit of it. I'm gonna tell the reality of it. There was no sense in me focusing my attention if I wasn't going to focus in that direction to get out to people in the first place. It would have been, contradictive as to what I needed to learn, kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? So I would rather master that one way of getting out to people using my tools for what it needed it for, learn from it if it had valuable training on that elements, and that's it. Now, last thing I'm gonna cover, y'all. I know this has kind of been just a universal thing here, but it's a good thing. Last thing I'm gonna cover is if you are doing, if you decide that you're going to do paid advertising, right? I want you to look at this like it's a picture, right? Seriously, I want you to listen to this. Now, what I want you to do is, this is paid advertising. You hear people say that, right? Okay, paid advertising is not just paid advertising. What is paid advertising? All the elements that are necessary to make paid advertising work. It's going to be, number one, it's going to be solo ads. You're probably going to have to, you have to purchase, you have to get regular purchasing on a regular basis. And it's really about lead generation, right? So, yeah, the big picture right here may be the solo ad itself, but it's not all of it, right? It's not. You need to have a good follow-up email, right? In that follow-up email, have a picture of you and your little boy, or just you by yourself, or you and your wife, or whatever, just like Joseph's got right here, just like Steve, just like Donald down here. All these are really some pretty good pictures. Or even Babar right here, Babar. If he needed, just give them someone to connect with. Just I swear to you, if I'm gonna die saying it one day. I swear I am. That's how important it is. But it's not just that. Now, what else you need? Got to have emails. You know that email marketing has got everything to do with paid advertising. Power Lead Systems allows you to get 30,000 emails a month, and that's good for broadcast and stuff like that. That's great. But y'all, it's still not going to be what you're going to be needing more than likely. It would be good to add to it, to help you out, or if when you first get started, it's great. But GetResponse or Aweber, that's what these companies are made for. It's going to help you help hone in your skills. And you're going to learn that you really need to be writing your own content. And a lot of you are going to look at that and say, I'm blown away by that. I can't do that. Well, great. Go get yourself in the back pocket of people who are excellent at doing solo ads, that are excellent at having emails, and then study it, y'all. Take it and copy them. You don't have to necessarily copy word for word. That's not what I'm saying. I mean, you can copy it so you can study it, but take that and use it to your advantage. Ask yourself, why is this working for this person? What are they doing right? And then implement that into yourself. One of the biggest problems I have is in email marketing is because of the fact that I have a tendency, I'm very detailish, I'm very elaborate, and that's a beautiful thing because people connect with that part of me when I join businesses that I believe in, I'm applying action. But in an email, it can make some really long emails. So to me, I always found, a lot of talented people who are capable of saying a lot with a few words. And their emails would be a short little email or something like that. So for me personally, that's what I looked for. Was someone that was really just really witty, good writer for email, and then take the elements and maybe just leave it like it is and just put my own words in there, a couple little things that added this or changed that a little bit. But when you write your own email campaigns and it goes out, the chances of them opening it, the open rates are going to be a whole lot better than them going to spam and stuff like that. Yeah, there's certain words you got to watch out for, but starting to play. Now I know I'm covering a lot, but I'm trying to cover what solo ads are, to be honest. So if somebody did pick paid advertising, because a lot of people do, paid advertising solo ads, follow-up email is priceless. Email campaign is going to be a big part of that. Learn what days you're supposed to be sending them, 3-4 days a week. What time of the day, 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. Sunday's a good day, blah, 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 stuff of that nature. Now, what you're going to do now is you want to give these people a home. Where can they go? A Facebook group that you're going to be part of, that you can show that you're being active. It could be your timeline. It could be a Facebook group. Let me show you. This is my own personal one, right? This is going to be Action Taker Success Group. So I've got my timeline. I've got Action Taker Success Group. And let me show you. What have I done on Action Takers? Well, I've got one of these little things I created right here. It's a little video. You'll see it. It looks like my, the one for my videos, YouTube videos. That's what I wrote yesterday. This is me congratulating some people. This is in the last 15 hours, y'all. This is 200 plus after 200 after 200. And not everybody, I sometimes don't get a lot of comments and stuff in this Facebook group. But a lot of times people are watching. You're going to be surprised. And that's what my thing is, just because I didn't get 100 likes, and comments on a post, it's far from failure. The fact that you even post and pop up and you're being consistent has a lot to do with that as well. I do believe that your Facebook is valuable, very valuable. I do believe that you need to give people a home. And on this timeline, y'all, I want you to understand, this is all I do. I do proof, progress, welcome, congratulate, and I uplift people. And then, like me and my little boy going here on vacation to the beach or something like that, yeah, I'm going to post pictures. I'm going to show them my daily life as well. If I went and picked him up from school today and we took the top off the car and we're cutting up and I'm taking pictures, something like that, I'll post that as well. But the point is, I become a beacon for what I'm doing that people can look at it. Here's a simple thing right here, y'all. Make sure this is public. Some of y'all got it set for friends only, right? Man, I want as many people to see this account as humanly possible. I promise you I do. So it's really important to me that I've got that element. Now let's look at what we got. Some of y'all are thinking, well, all I've got to do is just buy some solo ads, and I'm got press one cash. That's going to be it. And I'm going to, what did I say earlier? I'm going to hide and get rich with nobody knowing who I am. Y'all, if that was the answer, I'd be telling you that's the answer. If that was the answer, every person on the internet, on any business would be rich. They're not. And the ones that you do know that made it, how do you know they made it? Because they branded themselves and they just kept hounding away and they worked their system. The way Frank gets out to people is entirely different the way that I do. Is his way better than mine? No. Is my way better than his? No. We're different. To me, it's almost like this. He's standing beside me. We're in a field or going through a jungle. And what we want, our goal is on the other side. It's freedom, y'all. It's sitting right here. It's freedom. That's our goal, right? And I look over there. He's smiling. Here I am. We both got these big machetes, right? And on the other side, there's Rob Frazier and whoever else you can even think about that's made it, right? We're all sitting there smiling because we know we're going to destroy coming through here, and we're going to make it. We know we're going to make it. We're not questioning each other. Now, the way he's going to make it is going to be a different path. I'm looking at him right here, but when we get going, I might not even hear from him anymore. He's making his own path to get to where he wants to get to, right? He's swinging that machete like crazy to get through there. Well, here I am doing the same thing. You do not have to follow the footsteps of a person 100% to make it. You really don't. And if you really want to know what they're doing, y'all, this is real important because some leaders won't tell you this. Watch what they're doing more than what they're saying. Because they needed to get seen to make it. And if you look, you'll find the path they took. You can see the path they took. How do they make that path? They had to get seen to get free. They had to. They had to brand themselves to get seen. And some people, some leaders are going to tell you things because they're making money behind it, as opposed to telling you what made it work for them. And I hate to say that, but that's just reality. And a lot of y'all, you know that, right? So some of these leaders, if you want to know what he's doing, to be honest, look at what he's doing more than what he's saying often. Sometimes they're not going to be the same. Now, I've had a couple of leaders that I didn't, they were dirty. They were just some dirty leaders. I see them do some stupid things. But one of those leaders taught me the importance of the phone. If that cat didn't do anything else right, and he wasn't even in the United States, what did he do? He picked that phone up and he'll call you in a heartbeat. And he'll talk to you for an hour. And think of what it does, not only for that moment at that time and connecting. He knows the answers. He was one of those people with sitting there with a machete. He made it to freedom. He's a six-figure earner, right? So he already knows the answers. But I learned by watching him how important the phone can be. And so when I implemented that with YouTube and a one-up system, it paid my house off in the first 30 days. It paid my little boys' medical bills off $11,000. It's priceless, to be honest. It's absolutely priceless. Okay, y'all, I'm going to end this. I might wind up making some more videos like this. I just wanted to kind of just let go, let you hear, some of the things that's in my mind, some of the thoughts, some important things. And even though I do Access Lead, Power Lead Systems and Press One Cash, and they're my primaries, I could honestly breathe those businesses in any video and just mash record and just let go. Because I love them businesses. I love all three of them, and they've been priceless to me and my freedom and my little boy. But the trading and the things I just said, they're not just for one business, not even close. It could be for anything, The benefit for being on a one-up system like Access Elite and Press One Cash is the fact that they're going to be around for a long time. I'm not even worried about that. Access Elite's been around for more than 5 years. The sales pages still hold right by themselves. They don't look aged. They'll do a great job for someone wanting to come in, make a lot of money. It's $1,000 business. If you do Access Elite, go all in, y'all. Please, you're gonna be giving money away like you ain't gonna believe. Out of all the people I've put in, I think only 4 people that actually did not pay the $1,000 commission. So it would be business suicide if I hadn't joined that business as far as it'll go. But the main thing is the businesses do not hold our money. We pay each other. We get to pick how we want to get paid, and that's priceless. And it helps the business stay afloat too here in the United States. A lot of these businesses, if they had grown to 500,000 people or more, and the business is holding your money, and then the SEC decided to start snooping around or something, even if it wound up being legit, just the SEC being there is enough it can kill a business. I've seen that before. And when it was all said and done, the business was gone, even though it was legit. So in my opinion, when you have a one-up system, and all of them that I've seen, that you've got real tools, you got to have a real product there, y'all. You ain't got nothing to worry about. You really don't. And for me, that means a lot. I'm done with joining businesses that I make money and my downline gets hurt. That's just reality. I'm done with it, and it's not going to happen. And I'm not against crypto. I think crypto is great. I own crypto. I really do. I'm excited about the future of crypto, but I'm not going to be joining a crypto business that's going to be multiplying with multi-level marketing and blah, 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 that is going to wind up potentially hurting people, losing Bitcoin, and on top of that, with my feet standing in the United States because the SEC doesn't know what to do with Bitcoin. So for me, Power Lead Systems, rock solid, been around since October, been paying every month since October of 2013. I have never had a week go by that I haven't got paid from Power Lead Systems, ever. That's priceless. Then you add in a one-up system then I've got something to run with. Miss Karen down here is getting ready to come in tomorrow into Press One Cash. So I'm looking forward to her being part of the team as well. I've known her for a while. All right, y'all, keep watching. I may make another video and actually congratulating all the people that have joined in underneath me into Press One Cash. Maybe just click through, while I'm talking and let you see everybody coming in. That might be a good idea as well. If you are not in Press One Cash, and if you're interested, y'all, I have got a bunch of YouTube videos. What you need to do is you do need to reach out to me first. Let me know that you are ready, because I put your first member in for you inside of Press One Cash. And with that being said, I give out the link to you. So it'd be my downlines link. So we're going to get them qualified. And then every person that they put in is going to be their money. They never lose their $200 like I had to in a one-up system, because that's a one-up, right? So that's the biggest present I can give you. And let me know, and I will walk you through it either on a Facebook call or on the phone, and we'll get you up and going. And I'll add you to the Facebook group. And if you need Press One Cash, Access Lead, Power Lead systems, y'all, put something down in the description. Hit the link if you like, if you need Power Lead systems, and let me know you're ready for Access Lead. Look up YouTube. You'll see all my Access. I've got a bunch of Access Elite videos down here as well. You can check that out down there also. And whatever you need to come into, just let me know. And I look forward to hearing from you, and I look forward to seeing you in the Facebook groups. All right, appreciate it.